Okay, so onto system, make sure that this is loose at the moment, and make sure it will clear these things when it lowers. So go into that, and we now go on to, it's entirely the wrong place I think, tools, set, manual, right, we want to bring it down. So it reaches the bottom. So that was that button to select it, which then drops it. Grab a piece of paper, hopefully one that's the right size for it. Oh, put that under there. Again, what we're aiming for is just a little bit of space. So let it go down. This is why we do it. See? If that wasn't tight, it would probably try and go through the glass. And you don't want that. Right, so now that it's flat, we'll tighten it back up. Get it in. Make sure it's straight and true. Just locks it onto the frame. Bump. And this one, that's already tight, because that one allows the head to slide on and off. But those ones, that one and that one, hold this plate onto there. Right, so now we'll raise it up a fraction. Put it on the lowest setting and raise it up a fraction. And see if the paper comes out. Okay. Paper is just touching and no more, so that's the friction that you're aiming at. Drop it down. That's pretty good there as well actually, but if you go too low then it locks the paper, so you don't want to lock in the paper. So what I normally do is I will bring it up to, okay, and then I'll come out of that and then set 0 and it's confirm. Yeah, cancel that. So really set 0, so that's now positioned at exactly where we need it. So when it goes up and down, it knows that it's going to be that thick. So now what we want to do is take it all the way up. So I put it on to 10 and press that a few times just so it'll clear. So I could then get this slid under. Now this one has got the max setting. Don't know if you can see that. It's a max setting someplace there. It's only on one side, it's not on that side. So just on that side. There we go. Right, so slide that in. Make sure it sits square on to the little indents at the bottom, so it sits quite comfortably. Give it be pressed down and then lock these screws down. So screw it that side and screw it that side, and that stops that moving. Okay, now these are the little extract fans which have got their own batteries, so I'll switch them on anyway. But the bonus thing is I'm actually using water washable, which means it's not as poisonous or toxic or smelly. It's still smelly, but not too bad. Take that out, stick that to the side, and jug the goo in. Jug it in, jug it in, jug. So, I'm not going to take it to the max, I'm just going to put a wee tick in because I'll usually end up cleaning it all back out again. Right, and that should be that done. So then, we'll put the cover back on, so you don't see anything ever more until it's done. And that keeps the stink away from you as well. So come out that, and then we go to, out of that, we go to print. We select what we want. We're going for Moon City, which is fancy, really fancy. And then we'll say go, and the wee thing starts working its way down, and then we'll come back in a couple of hours and it'll be done. And now drop it into the solution. Well, reset that up. And we will set to wash, and we'll set to foot mats, and we'll say stop. Okay, put a little bit of tin foil on, and make sure that when you put this on, that bit goes to the back. Okay, on to cure, on to formats, and start. Difference in detail. This is the 3D printer one, using the Delta printer, and this one is the resin printer. And this little guy is the resin printer, but much smaller scale. And you could still see all of the detail in it. Quite impressive. And bear in mind, they're not that big. That's my finger's comparison on my thumb. The detail in this, quite impressive.